welcome Frank Schwartz with LEC Media. These are the video boards, and I have the distinct pleasure today of being at the Search Exchange Conference here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the even distincter, is that a word?
It is now.
Distincter pleasure of being with Rand Fishkin, the CEO of SEO Moz, the Wizard of Moz, the king of all things SEO.
Oh, geez.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Frank, thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Obviously, there's a lot of, especially being here at this conference, there's a ton of stuff that's being presented to us. Content being one of those key factors that everyone's talking about. And of course, my favorite engagement object being video. I wanted to talk a little bit about video and SEO. Do those things even go together?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Are we on some format of video right now? I think we
are. I feel very transcended.
I mean,
tell me.
Video is an amazing form of content because, as you know, of course, it's very high engagement. When you're watching this video, right, you see Frank's face. When you see him in person, you're going to be more likely to remember him. When you see LEC Media, you're going to be more likely to remember them. It's a format that advertisers have overpaid for years, right? So you think about newspapers.
I'll just stop here and just say, you can pay as much as you like. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, absolutely.
Like television commercials, right? So
absolutely.
To capture the same audience during a television broadcast, I, as an advertiser, am willing to pay much, much more than I am for print media, for a radio ad, for a billboard, those kinds of things. And the reason is that high engagement, high brand interaction, and video is phenomenal on the web because in a lot of ways it disassociates the commercial owner of the TV air space from the producer of the video and how they can disseminate that video, right? You think about YouTube.
Yeah.
What does it cost? What did it cost Star Wars Kid to get on YouTube?
Somewhere between $0 and $0, I think.
I'm pretty sure that's about right.
Give or take.
He just had to borrow the camera from his mom and dad.
Right.
And so what's great today is that Google has made it even easier for video to work together well with SEO. So I'll walk you through this brief process. I mean, you take a video from a variety of places, put it on a page. So let's call this URL 1 here, and URL 1.
So is this our site? Is this my site?
Sure. This is your website.
Okay, fair.
Any page on your website that has video content on it. You submit that through what Google calls the video XML sitemaps format. It's really not complicated.
It's a lot similar to a regular XML sitemap.
It is very similar. There's a few specific pieces they need. So they want the date, they want the title, they want the URL with the video on it, and a couple other things. But very, very simple to submit this. And then Google, when they see URL 1 ranking in the search results, rather than simply showing a little blue line of text, they will actually show what's called a video snippet. And a video snippet has amazing engagement. So we, as an example, Frank, SEO Moz ranked 1, 2, and 3 for a particular term for a little while. It was Learn SEO, which is a great term to rank 1, 2, and 3 for.
Especially for someone like you.
Yeah, well, it couldn't hurt, right? The first result and the second result were both normal text links. The third result was a video result. So over the course of 3 weeks, we got to observe the click-through rate.
I was just going to ask.
And this got more traffic than the first two combined. So 1 plus 2 is not as big, right? Is smaller than number 3 with the video.
Why is that?
I think it's pretty obvious. When you see the video there, you're getting that higher engagement. You see a picture, an image, it calls to you. It looks like the most important thing on the page. Google's giving it preferential treatment in the search results. And so having that ability to submit video and get into the results is just phenomenal. You take this strategy and you think to yourself, boy, if I have any page that's ranking really well and I want a higher click-through rate on it, I should get a video on that page. It's just natural.
Is there anything else we need to say about it? I mean, honestly. But so coming back just really quick, in your experience, does it matter? Where do I host this? Where do I host this?
So it does matter, actually.
Because I have an opinion,
yes.
but I'd love to hear yours.
Basically, you can host it. You can host this video almost anywhere except this one property. I don't know if you've heard of them. YouTube.
Now, do they do video on YouTube?
Yeah, now they're starting to.
Oh, okay, good. That's good.
So the thing about YouTube is if you take a YouTube video and you put it on your page and you submit the video XML sitemap, you can be included in the video results, but you won't be included in the normal results here, at least not usually.
Right.
So because of that, you know, places like self-hosting, Vimeo, Wistia, a provider, an outside provider is going to be your best bet for that. Using YouTube or just taking a YouTube video and throwing it on there, almost never going to work, at least for right now. We don't know whether Google's going to change that, but that's the way it is today.
But that's not to say, and this is just a kind of a side note from my perspective, and this is just my experience, and I'd love to hear the kind of your take is, that's not to say don't submit it to YouTube.
No,
Fair?
absolutely not.
Put it everywhere, and what we've kind of seen is that if we put it here, and we put it here, and we put it 7 or 8 other places, what ends up happening is in that blended search, we get some really good juice.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget, the #1 search engine in the US is Google.
I've heard of it.
The #2 search engine? YouTube! It's actually, YouTube has more searches than #3, which I believe is now Bing, which is insane, right? So, of course you want to have that video content on YouTube. You just don't want to be using that to embed it on your pages and submitting the XML sitemaps because you can't get included in these types of results out.
Yeah, not as much juice that way. Gosh, I would love to sit and talk to you about it all day long, but we have a conference to get back to. So, Rand Fishkin, thank you so much. Appreciate you being on the video boards with us. Frank Schwartz with LEC Media. We'll see you next time.